Welcome to Pitstop, the Deersford Lincoln Auto Amigos, and special guest from the Chamber of Commerce here in Fremont, Brenda Wilberding, who is the president, CEO of the Chamber of Commerce.
Yeah, thanks for having me. This is
Glad
fun.
you're here.
Yeah,
We never see you.
not ever. No, you guys are never at chamber events. I
No.
never see you driving around. I always know where you're at. I can
Yeah.
find you.
The truck is very visible.
Aren't you surprised I don't just show up wherever you are and say hi? Maybe I'll start doing that.
It happens.
We should start a spotting thing where, like, when you see your truck, you take a picture of it and you say where you saw them at.
Yeah.
See?
If you
Yeah.
guys ever see the truck, just take a picture and just tag us in the picture.
Yeah.
That'd be fun.
See?
Amigos on the go.
We see them.
Yeah.
Man, we were all over the place. We're always going through different streets in Fremont. Tony says that there is not a street in Fremont that we have not been through.
I love that. I think that I've still missed some and I've been here my whole life. So
Yeah,
maybe
we
I need to
just
make that
don't
a
know
goal.
where else to go. Just keep driving.
So today we toured North Bend.
Yeah, because we were going to go pick up some vehicles down to North Bend. And when we got there, we just started going through little streets down there.
Did you stop at the golf course? No.
No.
No, we get some flack when we do that.
Rude.
Yeah, they were like, oh, you guys are always out there.
So let's talk about the Chamber of Commerce.
Yeah.
And being the CEO of the Chamber, what does that all entail?
It's a lot of just making sure that things can go smoothly. We have 635 members of the chamber, and so a team of 4 of us to make all the things happen. So it's a lot of just organizational, and we do a lot of event planning, but the majority of it comes down to listening to our members and figuring out, what do you need? Where are their gaps? How can we fill them? How can we make you be successful? Obviously they're going to be successful on their own, but with the chamber, we can help elevate that with their marketing, making connections. And I think that's probably my favorite part of the job, is just being a connector. We have a lot of people that call us and they're like, hey, who do I call for a broken pipe, right? Or, hey, I just started a business in Fremont. Who are all the contacts that I need in order to get my space up and renovated? And so we fill a lot of those gaps. And if we don't have the answer at the chamber, we know somebody that does. So I think the relationship building that we do is probably key to the success of our chamber and being able to help people and elevate them.
Yeah, I think that the other day, Allie Green was on her podcast,
Yeah.
and she gave you a shout out because she was like, Brenda Wilberding is just the best connector. She just knows everybody. So how long have you been at the chamber and doing this, and how did you get there?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, number one, Allie also deserves a shout out because she's amazing and she has just done amazing things since she's come to Fremont. I mean, she came in, I tell people she didn't know many people, and she is just a mover and a shaker, and she gets things done in Fremont too. So shout out to you, Allie, because you're amazing. You do all the good things. So for me, I've been at the chamber now as president CEO for just about 3 years. Prior to actually coming on board as the president CEO, I served on the board for about 6 years. And then prior to that, I was at Midland University and I did their business. Yeah, shout out, right? Did business development for them for, probably about 6 years, and then ran their career studio, helping students find internships and jobs and all of that. And then we stepped back a little further than that. I was at Hy-Vee. So I feel like I started my connection building at Hy-Vee. But when Tara, my predecessor, left the chamber, she called me and she's like, hey, you need to apply for this job. And I'm like, I love what I'm doing. I don't know. And she's like, you will love doing this. I love the networking aspect. I love just helping people. I remember being younger and I always thought about helping careers. And I was like, well, how can I help people? I definitely can't be a nurse because blood and needles, that's not going to happen for me. And it was kind of funny because I was like, I'm going to go into journalism. I want to be behind the stage. I want to be, writing the things. And then this, I started networking and I didn't realize how much networking can help people. And so it's been really cool for me. That's been my passion. Help people feel like they belong has been always something that's important to me. I feel like I just told the Tribune this. I was like, I'm kind of like a self-proclaimed, I was a weirdo growing up, and that's fine. Didn't really fit in a certain space or anything. And so now for me, it's really cool because I felt like I belonged when I joined the chamber, even though I'm from Fremont, been here my entire life. When I really started to feel like I fit in is when I joined the chamber and started networking with people that had the same mindset as me. And so I want the same thing for those people that are coming into Fremont, whether it is a business or an individual, to be able to say, hey, let's plug you in somewhere. Let's make sure that your sense of belonging is here in Fremont, because when you think about quality of life, that's one of the most important things in a community, is feeling like you have a space to belong.
Right. And you know what? Not taking a shot to any of the Chamber of Commerce out there, but you guys should take some tips from Brenda and the Chamber of Commerce from Fremont, because it is the most welcoming chamber I've ever been to.
Oh, thanks.
And they will always make you feel like you're at home.
Thank you. Thank you. And that's our goal. We want to make sure that people feel welcome. You know, it is terrifying walking into a room of people you don't know. It doesn't matter how
Yes.
long you've been in, the networking area. It doesn't matter. If you walk into a room and you know nobody, it's intimidating. And
Yes.
so we try to, really take those people and say, who do you want to meet today? Let us connect you with them. Or if they're new, who are the people that regularly come to you guys, of course. I think I've definitely hunted you guys down a few times at coffees and said, I want to introduce a new person in this room to you, because I know that you'll be inviting and welcoming to them. So we try really hard to make sure that people feel like when they walk in, that's a space they belong in.
So since you started as the CEO, what has been the most surprising thing to you?
I don't, you know what? I think that when I started, it was that not as many people utilize their benefits as they could have. All of our members get a benefit package, and not everybody was taking advantage of them. Since I've been there and through Christine Gill now, working with her, she's been really intentional about going out and having those conversations with people and saying, hey, let's utilize your benefits. People start to use them and they realize how great they are, and then they keep coming back. And so it's just surprising to me the amount of people that maybe didn't use their benefits in the past, or maybe they don't come out to coffees or ribbon cuttings or after hours and utilize that networking. But I think the people that take advantage of that and understand it, they do really, really well. So it was just surprising to me. That's probably the biggest surprise.
And I think that also comes with, you guys support the local businesses so much. I mean, that's your job as a chamber.
Yeah.
But I think you guys do a fantastic job at it, and teaching them all the benefits that come with being part of the chamber. It's amazing. I mean, people really love to grow here in Fremont.
Yeah, and we're very proud of being able to do that. I think the other thing, though, that's nice is that if we don't offer one of those benefits, if we don't offer something that they're looking for, we know somebody in Fremont that's doing that, so we'll refer them out. Maybe it's Main Street of Fremont, or it's the Greater Fremont Development Council that can help them a little bit more than we can. We'll make those connections because we want to make sure that they're getting what they need out of the chamber too, and just out of the community in general. I talk a lot about the Fremont Area Young Professionals Group. It's not a chamber group by any means, but I feel like it's so good for people of that age group to be able to connect with one another and have another person that's maybe in the same stage of life as they are, so that they have somebody here that they can work with and have somebody to lean on.
Yeah,
so,
and I just went to one of those meetings last month, and it was fantastic. It was really fun.
Hopefully it was well attended.
Yes, there were some people in there.
Good. I love that. That's awesome.
So how do you feel like the networking and connections really benefit people and businesses?
Yeah, I mean, we all need things, right? We're all looking for what's the best way to do a certain thing. I think the networking, number one, if you are a new business or you're new, maybe you're a new insurance person, right? And you haven't made the connections in the community yet, and you're able to, come to one of these networking events, you're going to meet so many different people, and their needs might be something that you can fill. And so I feel like that's important. But again, that sense of belonging, just having a space that you feel like you can come to, you can be with like-minded individuals, I think that's huge. And typically, I feel like people walk away from a networking event with at least one new person that they can contact, or at least one person that can fill a gap in what their needs are.
So many times we meet people at the chamber events.
Yeah.
It seems like it's always somebody new.
Yeah.
And I know, one thing that really helps is when somebody's looking for service for a vehicle, a windshield, and they go, hey, I know Tony and Fernando out there.
Yep.
Why don't you give those guys a call and they can help you, find who you need to find. And so that's very beneficial for any business, when so-and-so just comes to your mind because I know them.
Uh-huh.
And then I think that makes people more comfortable if you know somebody in a business and then you trust them and you have a partnership with them. Very beneficial for us.
Yeah.
As well as a lot of other people in those same situations, I know.
Absolutely. And if you just walk into one of those events and you've met somebody new and you're like, oh my gosh, I need that to happen. And now I know somebody, I've met them, or you come a few times and you start to build a relationship with that person and you feel like exactly you can trust them. For us, it's nice when people come to events and maybe we don't know what's going on in their organization at that time. And we get a feel of, hey, what's happening within your organization? And then we have people come up and they say, hey, I need this. Well, we just talked to somebody and that's something they're offering. And so it's just nice to make those relationships happen.
I know Fernando, and we just had 2 interns, Tyson and Nick. And
yeah.
We hired Nick, but their very first day, I believe they were with us. We went to a chamber event.
Yeah.
And I said, do not stand here by us and just visit with us. I want you to walk around, introduce yourself, and that's how you're going to get to know people.
When they did.
They did. And it was so hard because there were so many people there at that event.
That was Bobette's.
And Bobette's, yeah.
Yeah, that was a full event. Yeah, that was fantastic. We actually made our way on the outside because there were so many people in that space.
It was getting hot in there.
It was getting warm. It was getting warm, but that's great. We love it. We love it with that many people. Yeah.
Every month.
Yeah, we try to limit it to 2 a week. Sometimes that just doesn't happen. We think about tomorrow. We actually have 2 events tomorrow. So it gets kind of crazy, but we love the fact that people want to use their benefits, but we try to spread them out, do a Tuesday and a Friday or a Tuesday and a Thursday after hours, simply because we want people to not burn out on it. We want them to come, have something to look forward to. But when we were worried about having 2 a week, and now we've been doing it for about 2 years, and our attendance is just so good, but that's not because of us. It's because our chamber members get it. They understand the benefit of coming to the events. And so it's just amazing to watch all the people that filter in and start having the conversations, and they make it look so easy from the outside. But yeah, there's a lot. And then on top of that, we do other, non-dues revenue events. We have our Chip In for the Chamber golf tournament, which sold out in a week. So
exciting.
It's really fun event.
Must be no fun.
I know, right? Nobody wants to go to it. I've got a wait list of like 10 teams right now. I always feel bad not being able to get people in. We do Beer Fest. That's a nice, fun community event.
Again, no fun.
Right? No fun whatsoever. We had 500 people there last year. So
that was awesome.
It's a good time. It is. And then we do our Hispanic Business Banquet, which happens in November. It's actually rolling into December this year.
This year's December.
It's December, yep. So we do Spanish networking group once a month. We do our annual banquet. We had a women's summit this year. We were trying to just figure out, what are we lacking in Fremont? What don't people need to drive out of town for? And I had put out there on my personal Facebook page, and I've got a lot of chamber members that are my friends on Facebook. And I was like, hey, if we brought this to Fremont, would anybody want to join? And I had over 20, maybe 30 people that responded and said, I'll help you if you bring this to Fremont. And so, we're always looking at how can we fill those gaps? How can we bring something here that's beneficial to not only our businesses and organizations, but the individuals that work there.
And I've heard it was a really great event.
It was good. It was 200 people, and it was a long day, but lots of learning. And I feel like everybody walked away with something that day.
And obviously we're kidding about these not being fun. They're so much fun.
Yes, please go. You can attend. Go.
Yeah, you'll have no fun.
Yeah, right.
So tell us how all these things help promote economic growth in Fremont.
Yeah, I think just the opportunity to learn about the organizations. When we have our coffees, people come to the businesses, right? Or they come to a location. Everybody has an opportunity to talk and say, hey, this is what we do. We have an insurance one. They'll say, these are the services that we offer. So they're able to promote their business, right? And you have people in that space. And then if you've been in a space once, you feel more comfortable coming back. And so that's really, really great. But it's also driving, our ribbon cuttings, we broadcast them on our Facebook. We do a Facebook Live. So people that are in the community that maybe don't come to all of the events, they're finding out about that, and it's driving business to those organizations. So it helps a lot to have them. It helps a lot to have those events and to be able to recognize the individuals in the community that are doing amazing work and definitely lift them up, especially if people don't know they're here.
My wife and we had a Saturday where I said, hey, let's go to Fremont and we'll just spend a day downtown Fremont.
Love.
And honestly, we went there because I've been to all these things downtown, and I was thinking, I didn't realize there's all this stuff down here. And so we came in, we had coffee, we walked around to the boutiques and the different shops, which some were more fun for me than others.
That happens.
Yeah. But our interests are different. Yeah. And we had lunch downtown, but we spent a whole day down there and we had a great time. And some of them, the shops, we just went in and visited because it was fun to look.
Oh,
It's just fun to
absolutely.
go in and look at them. And I'm thinking Fremont's downtown is really taken off.
It's awesome. It really is. And we've heard from a few additional businesses that are looking to grow in Fremont and bring their business downtown. And I have one gal and super excited. I can't probably share yet because she's still working on some funding and stuff for it. But she came into my office the other day and she's like, I want to be downtown. I'm trying to find the right building that will fit for me. Right now, she's looking at something on 23rd, which is also fantastic and it'll be a good location for her. But our downtown's just hopping. I mean, it really is. And all of Fremont really is. It's just growing. And we have so many amazing. I think I learn about a new business in Fremont every single day. And I always feel like I should probably know all
You're
of
the
these.
one that should know.
I try. I try my hardest. If they don't come out of the woodwork and let me know they're
Yes.
here, then sometimes I don't. But it's just there's so many little gems in Fremont. So it's fun. But yeah. My husband and I, Brian, we do all of our date nights in Fremont for the most part. I mean, our Friday nights, we'll go downtown, spend some time down there, have supper, have a couple drinks, and hang out. So it's a great space. And I talked to Semo. They said like about 70%, maybe higher than that, of their clientele come from out of town. They've just discovered how awesome our main street of Fremont is, and so that's awesome.
That's so cool,
Yeah.
And we got to promote the chamber, of course.
Thank you.
So, how much does it actually help a small business to join and go to all these events?
I mean, I think it's a ton when you think about getting your name out there and understanding, how to market yourself. A lot of these businesses do a really good job of that, but they might be a 1 or 2 person team. And so marketing, it might be back of their mind because they are working on all the other things that owning a business and running a business have. So we're there to help market it, right? We're there to help, and then we're there to spread the word for them. So if they're coming to the events, a lot of the times our small businesses, they can't come to the events. They're the only ones in the business. And so if we can do the job of promoting them and talking about what they're doing and getting to know them, we try to do that the best that we can. So the more often that we connect with them, the better we understand what their offerings are and the better that we can start to get the word out about them. I think about like Bentley's Apothecary. I think you guys came to that one, right? Didn't you? She has some just amazing things. I've been down there several times for lotions and for room sprays. And
they had a lot of cool little things,
Right.
And the drinks were great.
They were really good,
Yes.
right? Yeah. So they have some amazing products. But not everybody will stop right over the viaduct, right? And so we try to do our best to promote what they're doing down there. And Apothecary in Fremont is awesome. And I think when people hear about it, they're like, oh my gosh, I didn't even know it. And so we try to really get that word out there and push folks to come and shop local and understand they don't have to leave here to have some great opportunities to shop and just enjoy our community.
And honestly, I didn't know it was there.
I know, right?
I didn't even know how to say it. I had to ask Fernando. He always pronounces things for me.
Good job, Fernando.
And I know Terry. They lived in North Bend.
Yeah.
And her husband Tony was a great name.
Yeah.
And so, how do you think the chamber affects jobs, the local economy? How do you think we have an effect on that chamber?
I hope that what we're doing helps people grow, right? And as your business grows, you're hiring more people. And as you're looking for employees, we have a job board at the chamber. So we try to matchmake. We try to help people understand what job openings there are. But we hope that what we're doing and the influence that we have is helping these businesses be so successful that they're hiring more people, right? And getting more jobs. We also work hand in hand quite often with Greater Fremont Development Council. And as they really work on some of those, they have a German company coming into Fremont. We help kind of support them. They're really good about bringing the larger businesses into Fremont. What we want to do is retain them here, make sure their employees are happy, make sure that we're helping them grow, offer leadership programs so they can continue to develop their employees. And of course, that's a great perk of being at a job is, are there ways for me to continue to grow in my position? So we hope that that's what we're able to do there. Not only, helping them create new jobs, but also helping them keep their really great employees by offering opportunities to grow.
And as far as you've seen, what is one thing that people almost all the time get wrong about the chamber?
So they think that we're part of the city of Fremont. So they don't understand. And that's okay. We all have similar logos because when they did the logo redesign,
right.
What was that, like 8 years ago? We all have similar logos. And so I totally understand. But we get a lot of phone calls at the chamber and people asking us, like, when is this road going to be fixed? Or how do I pull a special designated liquor license? Or why can't you do something about my sidewalk? And we're like, well, I'm going to get you the right contact. But a lot of people think we're a part of the city. Actually, my family, I think until like a year ago, all still thought that what I do is part of the city, which is fine. They didn't, they didn't know for sure. But we're a nonprofit. We are standalone, and our sole purpose is to help our members and the individuals working at those organizations to grow and be successful. So that's what we try to do. But yeah, we're not part of the city. We love the city.
Just learned something new.
We get a lot of that. We get a lot of that, and that's okay. But it's good for people to know. But also, if they're calling us and they have something they need to get through to the city for, our city's amazing. We have a really good relationship with them. We'll send them the right direction.
Do you think you have a lot of people that think networking is just snacks and events?
Yeah, for sure. I think until they get there and understand the purpose. But I also think the individual that comes to the events has to understand what they're doing, right? Like, what do I always tell people, I'm like, come with a goal of meeting at least one new person and be purposeful. Have that purpose in mind of why am I doing here? And then after you make that connection, go have some fun and just chat with people, right? Get to know them a little bit. But I think that it's good when you understand the purpose of the networking events and why you're coming. But networking is much more than just having snacks and coffee and standing in a room and finding the people that you already know. It's a great opportunity to go out there and get to know new people that maybe you wouldn't have an opportunity or a way that you would have ever connected with them otherwise, right?
So many times we go to things and there'll be somebody there that I didn't know they had a shop here.
Yeah.
And what's really fun is when some of them are my former students.
Oh, that's awesome.
Forever Floral
Uh-huh.
downtown. And we went and did a post with Krista, and which was really exciting for me, and to be able to do that and help them out. But, so many times I've told people, I said, get to the chamber events. This is how you grow your business. You get to know these people, because a lot of these other business, when they have special days, they may be looking for flowers.
Yeah.
And they're going to remember you. They're going to know you. And so it's so important to get in there and connect with people. And I really believe that it's going to benefit your business if you do that. And it's amazing how many people are at the events. I mean, it speaks well of what you guys are doing in the city of Fremont.
Yeah. Well, it speaks well about our members too. Like I said, they show up, which is, I think, the best part about it. They get it and it works here. And so we're proud of our members because, we're not dragging them out to come to these things. Like they want to be there and they understand how important it is if you're going to have an after hours or a coffee or something like that, and you're somebody that shows up to everybody else's events, guess what? They're going to come to yours and they're going to support you as well. And so I think that everybody understands that and they understand it. It's going to be fun. And I think I get a lot of my questions answered during them too. I'm like, oh, I got to contact this person and this person. Oh, good. We're all in the same room. I'm going to hit them up while we're all here too, which is kind of nice. So yeah, I agree. It's good. It's good.
Now, I have to tell you, because my wife will say, somebody will have a wedding or something, I don't like going to those. And my wife will go, if we don't go to those, they won't come to ours. When our daughters get married, I go, that's great. Then it costs me less money.
But she's right. That Brenda's a good name too, right?
Yeah. Smart people. Yeah. So we go. Yeah,
Yep.
I don't have much of a choice, really.
Well, but support others. They're going to support you back. And I think that's a good way to look at it.
And I have a great time once I get there.
You're right.
Just the idea of dressing up and, how long some can be. But it's all great. I love going to your kids' weddings. So I'm not saying that.
No, it's a good time. I get it though. Yeah. And she's right though. Yeah. You support them. They're going to support you. I think that's a good thing.
Well, I'm just more of the ride around on the Ranger in a sleeveless shirt, gym shorts, some sandals, and a cooler with Coca-Colas in it.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Yep. That sounds right. Good old Coca-Cola.
Fremont has a lot of wonderful businesses and they're all amazing. But as Fremont is growing, what are some businesses that that Fremont needs more of?
I don't know if there's a specific industry. Retail, of course, is one that we get asked for a lot. The interesting thing is I think that a lot of people don't understand how businesses come to communities and how they select communities. I know I see on the issues discussion page a lot, I see, why can't Fremont build a Long John Silver's? And I'm like, well, you need somebody to franchise it and you need somebody to run it. But if you're interested, do it. That sounds great. We'd love to have you here.
Want to make a business here.
Yeah. If anybody wants to do it, do it. And there's people that can support you here. It's really crazy. We have the best entrepreneurial support system in Fremont. So that's somebody that we can get people connected with too. So, we don't do a lot of the work here with those startups and understand the financials, but we work with the Greater Fremont Development Council, the Fremont Creative Collective. And they are a really great support system for those who are starting their businesses and trying to figure it out. And then they have the Pitch It event every year. So if there's a new business, and there's just really great opportunities and really good support around entrepreneurs here in Fremont. We try to do our part of that. But if we don't have all the answers, we have the connections for it.
Where do you see Fremont headed in the next 5 to 10 years?
Oh, I see continued growth. Absolutely. Especially after we continue to work with the housing and our infrastructure. Energy obviously is big everywhere, is a big need for everybody. And as we continue to explore options with growing our infrastructure, I think that we'll continue to grow. They already are focusing on our housing and our housing shortage and affordable housing. And, as soon as those things pick up, there's definitely opportunities. But people are looking at Fremont. Les Schwab is coming to Fremont. I don't know if that's one I should drop on here. You can cut that one out.
Don't know who they are.
Okay, good. All right. But I mean, we've got these businesses and they're seeing Fremont. They're seeing what we're doing here and they're interested. I've talked to probably 4 different entrepreneurs in the last week and a half that have said, I want to come to Fremont. I see what you're doing. I see the support that people have. I want to be here. So continued growth is going to happen.
That's awesome. And, I got to ask you this because I think you're the best person to ask this question to. But what makes the city of Fremont a great city?
I think just how well everybody supports one another. I don't know that you see this in a big community. You kind of get lost in the sauce, right?
Yeah.
And here in Fremont, people know who you are. They want to support you. They want to help you out and keep your businesses and organizations go. They want to make sure that you belong. I think about our nonprofit system here in Fremont. I don't know if there's any community that has a nonprofit system that organizes and operates the ways that ours do. They get together. If they don't have the resources, they know where to send another person. It's not like they're constantly competing with one another. They're definitely working together. And I don't know another community that is really like ours. Fremont's a model for that. And I think Fremont's a model for a lot of what happens that's good and what you should be doing. We have space for everybody to win. We have space for everybody to win. I see you guys, you do the same thing. If you don't have something, you're going to send somebody to who can help them. And I think Fremont's really good at that. They're not just going to say, oh, we can't help you. I don't know who can help you. I'm not going to send you somewhere else. So I think that's...
We've gone out and we have done ads and done videos for any other business, and it's just to promote them because we think they're great and we just want to have more people go to that business.
Absolutely.
And I think we really believe if other businesses in town are successful, then we will be too.
100%.
And so we try and support them, and we're a big believer in buy local, stay local. And that's a lot of our Christmas promotion when we buy certified vehicle or a new car, and you get to pick a 10 out of Charlie's trunk, and it could be $250, $500, $750, or $1,000 to another business. You can't use it at Deere's.
Yeah.
And so we try and give back, hoping others give back to us.
Yeah.
And so I think Fremont's great about that. The one thing you brought up that I think is amazing, and I saw on a discussion page last week, somebody was having trouble with some bills. The number of people who said, contact this group, they can help you.
Yep.
And really, when we started doing the Auto Amigos, we did some work with nonprofits, and we really got to know a lot more of them. And there is such a support system in Fremont for folks. And, as a community member, I'm proud of that, that we have these organizations, and the people running them are amazing.
Oh, they are.
Yeah, I think you have to be in that position.
They have like the biggest hearts ever.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely. And that heart for service. And no, you're right. Absolutely. If you're in need of something in Fremont, there are resources out there for you.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, and it's super important.
We got some fun things for you.
All right, let's do this.
Okay. Coffee meetings or lunch meeting?
Ooh, do I get to pick lunch? If I get to pick lunch, let's do lunch. Let's do a lunch meeting. I probably get more accomplished at a coffee meeting because I'm not sitting there eating, but for deciding what I'm going to get from the menu. But I love a lunch meeting.
I thought you'd say both.
I like them both. Absolutely. Just depends on the day. I'm hungry right now. I don't know if you guys can hear this. My stomach's like rumbling.
Okay. How about a coffee meeting and then a lunch meeting?
I would take both. Absolutely. Yeah. Let's do this. Now, is it a working meeting? Are we getting something accomplished?
Oh, absolutely.
Well, then I'm good. Yeah, let's do both.
We only do working.
Working meeting is the best.
Much during a lunch meeting, though.
It's harder.
I know.
It's harder, but, we can still get it done, I'm sure. Plus, there's food.
Right. So, early morning events or after-hour events?
I'm not a morning person. However, that 9 o'clock time frame is perfect for me. So I prefer a morning event.
Really, I would have never thought that you were a morning person.
I am not a morning person.
Really, I always see you so, joyful in the morning, every coffee event.
It just takes me like an hour to like really get there. But
So
yeah,
you gotta wake up really early for
I
you
do
too.
not. I wake up at like 7:15. I'm to work at 8.
See, I really thought it'd stay after hour events.
I like the after hour events too. I like them both, but I don't know. I feel like I've got more energy at the beginning of the day and I get to the end of the day and I'm like, whew, but then there's a beer. So
Coca-Cola.
a Coca-Cola,
Yeah,
I mean.
yeah.
Yes, a Coca-Cola.
Yeah.
Just one.
Ribbon cutting or a big annual event?
Oh, it's really hard. I love them both. I love a ribbon cutting because celebrating a new business in town is just so much fun. But I don't know that I can pick. Our big events, our annual events are a blast too. And it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work to do
That is
those.
stressful for you guys.
I think I'm past the stressful part of it. I think I'm just to the point of, okay, let's just
do it.
let's just go. Let's get it done. It's just a lot of planning. So
it's kind of like, when I was the athletic director at North Bend, you have a tournament, you have district track, and it's like your big events.
Yeah.
It's a lot of work. And then once you have it, it's great because all the people that are there and it just goes well because you have great workers. And and so they are fun. It's just not fun up to that.
It's a lot of work leading up to it. Worth it 100%. They're great events. The ribbon cuttings, like I said, though, it's so fun to celebrate people that are opening new things and learning about what they're doing, or they're adding on to their space, or they've got new owners. And so they're really excited to get involved in the chamber. And so this is their way to kind of enter into that space. So yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't think there could be a bad event that we have. It's all are good things.
Oh, they're all great.
The Jeff Peterson, city council.
Yes.
His opening remarks, if you're an owner opening a business and you have your ribbon cutting, I think Jeff does a great job of making you feel welcome in Fremont.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
And Lonnie Dooley, a great guy.
Yes, I love Lonnie.
From Gene Steffi's.
Yeah.
We're friends.
See, yeah. That's what I'm saying.
And, I was telling Fernando when I first met Lonnie, Lonnie Dooley, I thought he had 4 legs, but he only had 2.
Actually really good.
Fernando never laughed at that.
It's good. See, that's what I'm saying though. You guys are like, I'm good. We're doing good things over here. They're doing good things over there. Just because you're in a competing business doesn't mean that you can't get along.
We look at them as friends.
Absolutely.
They're good people.
We're in the same community. I think we got to support each other. If nobody here in the community supports each other, then who's going to support?
Yeah, exactly.
But on speaking about that, if businesses are on the fence about joining the chamber, what would you want to tell them?
I tell them, come check us out. We would not be opposed to somebody coming and checking out a ribbon cutting or a coffee, or just understanding, what goes into this. What does this look like? It really is a community. I mean, the chamber has their own community that gets together and it's very welcoming. And I would tell people, come and check it out. Understand what it looks like. Let us walk you through a benefits package. We want members that want to utilize their benefits. We want people that want to come in and they want us to help them and they want us to help them grow, and to understand, we're not going to oversell you on a membership package. We want to make sure that we're finding the right thing for you that works best for your business, that works best for you as an individual. So, I mean, let us have a conversation with you and dig in and find out, what are your needs and how can we best meet them? And if we can't meet them, who can we connect you with that can meet them?
So where can people go to learn more about the Fremont Chamber of Commerce?
They can go to fremontne.org, or they can follow us on Facebook because we have a lot of posts on there. So if you want to see what the events look like, there's always fun pictures on there of the ribbon cuttings. If you want to see a ribbon cutting, we typically have a Facebook Live on there. So if you want to check that out, you can. The coffees, we do the same thing. The after hours events, we do the same thing. If you want to check out our non-dues revenue events, that's like our Bowlapalooza, our golf outing. If you want to see what those look like, you can check that all out on Facebook too. But connect with us there. And reach out if you have questions. Like, we'd love to help you. That's one of our favorite things in the entire world is when a member comes to us and they're like, I need help doing this. And we're like, we got you.
I always like to go back to you guys' post after an event because I'm always looking for my picture. But you guys do such a great job at putting that out there about how the event went, the pictures, all the videos. Yeah. You guys do an amazing job at that. So if you guys want to go check out all the events, go to the Chamber's Facebook page.
Yes.
Or even Christine always putting out videos about new businesses or the businesses that are part of the Chamber. She's doing great at doing all those videos as well.
Absolutely. I think she went to 7 businesses last week in one day. She checked them out.
I
was
see
just
your
doing
TikToks
Yep.
all the time.
yeah, she did a good job.
All those the businesses and videos and little clips. This was great.
Yeah, and Brooke's always putting out all the photos and stuff on our Facebook page and working with Will Frampton with McLeod Media on, live streaming things with LinkedIn, and Kaylin is over there running our leadership programs. And so I've got like the best team ever. And so we're lucky. Team of 4, we're small but mighty.
Well, I would say you guys are fantastic at what you do. And if you have not checked out the Fremont Chamber, you need to do so. And it's really a great organization who really does a great job for Fremont. One last thing that I'm going to throw out because I know it was huge.
Sure.
I know, weren't you involved with a grant that Fremont got for the downtown?
I wasn't involved with it. That was all Angie Olson at the city. However, KETV called me and they needed somebody to go on air. So
And so they picked you.
And let you know, it's incredible for Fremont, though.
Oh,
yeah,
sure.
That's my face just happened to be the face that day, but Angie sent me all my talking points and everything. But it's really cool what we've got going for Fremont, and those federal funds are out there for communities. Nebraska for a long time just didn't take advantage of them, and so I'm really proud that Fremont's getting the recognition and getting the funding that we really deserve here.
Well, John C. Fremont Park is going to be amazing.
Oh my gosh, doesn't it look cool?
Oh yeah, and I can't wait till I get to sing in that amphitheater.
Oh, yeah.
Fernando wants to be in the front row because he's a big fan.
Have you planned your opening song?
I might just take requests
Okay.
from the 2 people that might show up.
Okay, I'll be there.
Well, you're going to be one of those 2 people.
I was going to say out loud what I was going to request, but I better not.
We want to thank Brenda Wilberding for being with us today. And I said this, and I absolutely mean it. They're fantastic at what they do. Check them out, especially if you're a business here in Fremont. Get on and check out what they'll do for you because it's really going to help you grow. And if you see the chamber and the members at these things, you're going to understand why. And so we appreciate your time.
Thank you.
Yeah. And Fernando,
If you guys
thanks for showing up.
Yeah, well, thank you for inviting me. If you guys haven't been able to go to any of the events, make sure you look in their website.
Yeah.
They have all the events there. Please just go to one if you're in the fence of joining the chamber or not. They are fantastic people. They do amazing events.
Thank you.
We've always loved to see new people at the event. So please go check them out. And if you guys want to see any other businesses as well as the events, check out our Facebook page. We always have posts about different businesses in town, different businesses in the community, not just Fremont, but the surrounding areas. And all the events that Brenda puts together, we're more than likely there. So we'll always put pictures of those events too. So check us out. Follow our TikTok, follow our Facebook page, YouTube, Instagram, everything. We're everywhere. And check out the podcast. Don't forget, always turn on that notification bell. That way, anytime we post something new, you guys are notified right away. And we're always giving cash away. So make sure you check that out.
Hey.
Pitstop with the Auto Amigos. Thanks for joining us.
See you next time.
Take care.